Hello everybody, I am Kuko. Finally back after a little bit of a break. Hopefully it'll be working fine now. This is a Wisconsin high school esports match between Croix Central and Tomahawk. It is a best of 5. We will play all 5 matches even when one team gets to 3. Each team has 5 players on their team. Each player will play a best of 3. We should be starting soon. Thank you for coming. Alright, here is our first match. It is Pichu for St. Croix and Ridley for Tomahawk. Very different characters on the field here. Ridley is a very large, heavy character. Pichu is a very light and fast character. You can see the difference there already in Pichu getting some combos down here on Ridley. There's the command grab from Ridley there. Really dodges out of the way and gets a solid hit in for a KO. That's 2 stocks for St. Croix, 3 stocks for Tomahawk. Really tries to go in for something else, but misses it. Pichu also misses the follow-up, but still gets the punish on a different move there. Really gets a solid hit in. Trying to keep spacing with those fireballs, but Pichu gets around him. Ridley is in the air. Pichu trying to get a good combo starter down here. There's one right there. Nice aerial combo from Pichu, trying to keep Ridley off the stage now. Ridley tries to go around, but doesn't quite make it. That is 2 stocks to 2 stocks now. Pichu gets a solid combo in there when Ridley goes for the jump. That height is not always an advantage, especially against a small character like Pichu, although the solid heavy hits are. That is 1 stock for St. Croix, 2 stocks for Tomahawk. Ridley tries to go in for another grab, but misses it. Pichu shields the next one and gets a punish down. He's up on platform now. Pichu trying to get in with a dodge, but Ridley misses the grab, but Pichu misses the punish as well. Really laggy right now. Ridley is off stage now. Does not manage to avoid the ledge trap from Pichu. There is a solid hit. Will it KO? Looks like Ridley might get out of this one. Ridley is still alive, not yet KO'd. Pichu tries to go for the ledge trap there and lands it for the KO. 1 stock to 1 stock now. Ridley tries to go for another grab, but just lands on shield. Pikachu manages to make it back up from ledge and get a solid hit in there. Pichu going for some juggle here. Shields the down air from Ridley. Ridley is off stage once again. Back up on ledge. Does not manage to avoid the ledge trap though. Ridley gets back on. There is that grab from Ridley. Pikachu is off the stage now. Pikachu shields the next attack. Ridley dodges out of the punish there. Pikachu going in for some dash attacks now and gets the Thunderbolt for the KO. That is a point for St. Croix Central. So, looks like our next match is queuing up now. But in between these matches, the players are banning and picking from a list of stages. Some stages are more beneficial for some characters, some stages are worse for some characters, and some stages the player themselves prefers to play on. So we have a banning and picking system to make sure that happens the way it should. I personally take these breaks to eat some snacks, drink some water. Really nice time. It looks like we have a switch from Ridley to Corin for Tomahawk. It is still Pichu for St. Croix. Already a solid hit from Corin there. Corin trying to get out of that aerial combo from Pichu. Pichu is famous for. Already a solid hit from Pikachu here, although the percentage is fairly even. Well, Pichu's taken some damage now. That is a solid hit from Pikachu, but it still does not KO yet. Pichu tries to get some off-stage attacks in there, but Corin makes it back on and punches Pichu for that attack there and gets a KO. That is 3 stocks for Tomahawk, 2 stocks for St. Croix. Oh, never mind. Solid comeback from Pikachu there. 2 stocks to 2 stocks now. Corin going in for some hits there. Tries to go for a ranged attack, but misses it. Pichu takes the opportunity to go in for few pestering moves here. Corin dodges out of the attack but misses the punish. Pikachu gets a solid hit in. Corin is off the stage. Brings it back up to ledge and gets onto the stage without a punish from Pikachu. Both trying to get some commissars in now. That is a solid hit from Pikachu for a KO. 1 stock for Tomahawk, 2 stocks for St. Croix. Going in for a nice combo there. Corin trying to make it back on the stage but keeps getting pestered by Pikachu and can't quite make it back. That is a 2-0 for St. Croix. Looks like our next players are already geared up. It is Meta Knight for St. Croix and Wolf for Tomahawk. On PS2 as well. PS2 is kind of a one of the generic stages. A lot of people tend to do fairly well on it. Not too many characters are bad on it, so it's generally a good pick to start out with. We have some early combos coming in from Wolf. Meta Knight hits shield but manages to dodge out of the punish. Tries to go for some hits there, both dodging out of the way of each other. Meta Knight gets a nice combo down there. Tries to go in for a spinning attack on Wolf, misses it. Wolf hits shield there, both try and dodge out. Meta Knight gets back on the stage, tries to punish Wolf but can't quite hit it. Wolf gets a perfect parry into an attack there. Wolf dodges out of the tornado from Meta Knight. Meta Knight doesn't quite get punished for that. Both hitting shield there, dodging out of each other's way. Wolf gets a nice grab into a throw there. Some shenanigans on platform. Midnight tries to teleport but gets punished by Wolf. Tries to go in on shield there, but both get out of the way. Midnight gets some jabs in. Wolf gets back on the stage with an attack. Midnight's over 100% now. Another solid hit from Wolf for that KO. It is 2 stocks for St. Croix, 3 stocks for Tomahawk. Wolf tries to go in for another combo there, but doesn't quite land it. Midnight getting some nice jabs and aerials in here, trying to keep Wolf off stage. Doesn't quite land the ledge trap, however. Wolf now getting some aerials in. Manages to shield that attack from Meta Knight. And that gets a solid hit in there and lands the tornado in the air. Wolf makes it back on and shields the punish from that. And that gets a solid drill run in there. Wolf makes it back on the stage, but not without a punish. Wolf tries to go for that blaster hit there, keep Midnight in the air. It doesn't quite work. And it gets a nice hit in. Wolf goes flying, almost at 150 now. There's that drill run from Meta Knight. Not quite a KO yet, though. So Wolf is a bit bulkier than, say, Fox, which is more of a lighter combo counterpart to Wolf. Midnight trying to go in for some combos here. Hits shield, although Wolf drops it not quite at the right time there. Wolf tries to go for some distance there. Misses the grab, however, on Midnight's teleport. It's a solid hit in and gets that ledge trap for the KO. 2 stocks to 2 stocks now. Midnight up in the air, hits shield on that drill run, however. Gets punished by a down smash from Wolf. Midnight lands the tornado. Tries to dodge out of that follow-up there. Bit of a jab trade. Lags him. Ooh. Well, we'll have to redo that match. Give me a minute. Lag sucks. Oh, maybe they should have gone and I got kicked out? Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Apologies for the connection issues, but it looks like that one was a win for Tomahawk. Hopefully it won't happen again, crossing my fingers there. And now they're going to ban and pick their next stages. Here is my plug for water and food. They're great. You should eat and drink some water and food. Until then, I will see you when our next match starts. Our next match is up. It is still Meta Knight for St. Croix and Wolf for Tomahawk. So on Final Destination this time, which I'd like to point out is the only stage in the stage list that does not have any platforms. I'm trying to go for some combos here. Meta Knight getting some early hits in. Wolf is off stage already, makes it back onto that ledge, avoids the ledge trap. Meta Knight gets some hits in as well, landing that tornado on Wolf. Wolf makes it up around Meta Knight's attack back on stage now. Wolf tries to go for a projectile shot there, doesn't quite land it, but gets some nice aerial combos on Meta Knight, almost off the top blast zone there, but Meta Knight is still in. Wolf gets a solid hit down there. Misses the follow-up attack, however. Meta Knight gets a nice jab in. Wolf shields that next attack from Meta Knight and lands the blaster hit there. Knight tries to go for some aerials there, although ends up hitting the dash attack after that shield from Wolf. Almost a KO on Wolf there. Makes it back up onto the stage, avoids the ledge trap for Meta Knight. Wolf gets a nice aerial hit in there. Meta Knight tries to go for an attack, still makes it back up onto the stage, however. That multi-jump working really well in times like this to switch up that recovery. And there is the KO on Wolf. 3 stocks for St. Croix, 2 stocks for Tomahawk. Although Meta Knight is over 100% at this point. Meta Knight hits shield. Wolf misses the follow-up, but gets out of that punish from Meta Knight. Gets a blaster hit in. Meta Knight gets the counter attack there and the drill run. Wolf is off stage, makes it back on, avoids the lead trap from Meta Knight. Misses that aerial blaster hit, however. Meta Knight trying to use teleport to keep that distance, keep that spacing. Meta Knight gets some jabs in here. Wolf makes it back onto the stage, however. Both go for a shield. Meta Knight trying to find a good opening now. Misses the drill run and gets punched by Wolf for that KO. 2 stocks to 2 stocks now. Dodges out of that attack from Meta Knight and gets a counter hit in. Both trying to grab each other, both missing. Meta Knight gets the final hit in on that. Fairly neutral game right now. Both trying to get some combo starters in. There's one from Wolf. Meta Knight up in the air, but manages to teleport out of it. Wolf gets a nice hit in. Meta Knight comes back down to stage, however. Gets a solid combo in on Wolf for that KO. 2 stocks to 1 stock now. St. Croix in the lead. Meta Knight almost over 100 now, and there's the punish from Wolf for that KO. 1 stock to 1 stock even, both at 0. Wolf goes for a hit, but only lands on shield. A weird trade there with some dashing and dodging. Meta Knight gets a combo in there. Wolf tries to shield the next one, although that tornado manages to land. Trying to dodge out of some stuff here, not quite getting it. Meta Knight in a little bit of advantage now, although Wolf tries to turn it around. Meta Knight still gets a nice hit in. Wolf shields the tornado. Wolf makes it back on the stage, but not without that lead trap for the KO. That is a point to St. Croix, 1-1 now. Alright, it is still Meta Knight for St. Croix. Is a new character for Tomahawk. Not going for that hit on the platform there. Meta Knight getting some nice offstage combos there. Tomahawk makes it back on with an attack. Meta Knight missing those moves there. Meta Knight hits shield. Tomahawk gets a solid hit in there. Tomahawk tries to go for the shield, but Meta Knight gets the grab and the throw. Misses the follow-up combo, however. Meta Knight gets a nice drill, or a nice tornado in there. Tomahawk up on shield trying to get that hit in. Tomahawk off stage, can't quite make it back on. That is a KO on Tomahawk. 3 stocks for St. Croix, 2 stocks for Tomahawk. The Knight grabs Roy, misses the throw, however, just gets some attacks in. The Knight gets some nice aerials in now. Roy hits shield. Midnight gets the punish with the drill there, follows up with a tornado. Midnight misses the ledge trap on that one, Roy gets back with an attack. Roy gets a solid hit in there. Midnight makes it back up, trying to mix up recovery here a little bit. Tries to go in with a drill run, but just lands on that counter from Roy. Tries to do it again. Midnight gets around it. Nice hit in, but gets punished on that ledge get up. 1 stock for Tomahawk, 3 stocks for St. Croix. I can remember things. Midnight tries to make it on with that drill run, misses the attack, however. Midnight trying to go for some aerials now. We're trying to get that delay in the spacing there. A shield, Midnight misses that grab, but still gets a nice aerial combo down on Roy. Roy makes it back up, still gets hit in the air by Midnight and can't quite make it onto ledge. That is a win for St. Croix. Alright, for our next match, we have Little Mac for St. Croix and Incineroar for Tomahawk. Little Mac is jokingly called the worst character on the roster because of his low jump height, low recovery. But Little Mac is actually fairly fast and hits fairly hard, which makes him a somewhat formidable opponent. In my opinion, at least. I know that is hotly debated. Incineroar is much heavier than Little Mac, although still has those hard-hitting attacks like that one right there. Little Mac makes it back onto the stage, to the surprise of most people. Incineroar gets a solid hit in after that. Incineroar gets a nice attack there. Little Mac has KO punch now, so one really strong punch. Misses it, just like always. Incineroar misses that side B as well. Little Mac gets a solid counter attack in there. Incineroar tries to dodge out of the way, but just gets punished by Little Mac. Little Mac dodges around Incineroar's attack there and hits another one. Both players are over 100% now, and Incineroar lands the first KO. That's 2 stocks for St. Croix, 3 stocks for Tomahawk. Incineroar counters the hit from Little Mac. Little Mac gets out of it and lands a KO of his own. 2 stocks to 2 stocks now. Incineroar misses that side B again, but lands the up special. Little Mac gets a nice counter in. Gets a few jabs in after that as well. Incineroar tries to dodge out of something, but still gets hit by Little Mac. Incineroar tries to go for a counter as well, but that also misses. Little Mac gets a good punish in here. And another one. Incineroar well off stage now, but makes it back onto ledge and gets punished by Little Mac for the KO with a KO punch. It's 2 stocks for St. Croix, 1 stock for Tomahawk now. Little Mac racking up some damage now here. Incineroar gets punished by that attack there from Little Mac. Incineroar tries to go for the side special again, manages to get out of the punish from Little Mac. Incineroar off stage. Mac getting some nice ledge traps in here. Incineroar makes it back on that time, counters Little Mac's punch, and gets a nice hit in of his own. Little Mac can't quite make it back onto stage, 1 stock to 1 stock now. Mac dodges around that hit from Incineroar for a counter attack. Incineroar makes it back onto stage with that up special. Tries to go for another hit. Incineroar tries to counter that ledge trap, although Little Mac misses it, so nothing comes of that. Incineroar gets the side B in and lands it. Little Mac is off stage now. Off stage aerials. Make sure Little Mac can't get back on. That is a point for Tomahawk. Looks like we have already geared up for our next match. It is still Little Mac for St. Croix and Incineroar for Tomahawk. On Final Destination this time, so no platforms to get in the way. Incineroar misses that side B there. Little Mac doesn't get too much of a punish out of it. Incineroar lands that move there. Tries to go for another one. Little Mac punishes it, however. Incineroar gets a nice side B there. Little Mac makes it back onto the stage with a roll, dodges out of that side B from Incineroar and hits a nice attack there. Incineroar is off the stage now. Little Mac tries to go for a punish there, but it gets countered by Incineroar. Little Mac lands the KO punch for a KO. 3 stocks for St. Croix, 2 stocks for Tomahawk now. Mac goes in for another dash attack there. Almost gets countered by Incineroar. Incineroar gets a side B in there. Mac goes way up in the air, but manages to dodge out of that hit from Incineroar. Incineroar's Darkest Lariat sends Little Mac flying. Both make it back onto stage, however. But Little Mac still gets KO'd. It's 2 stocks to 2 stocks now. Darkest Lariat hits Little Mac again, although Little Mac dodges out of it the second time to get that punish. Incineroar is off the stage now. It's hit by that ledge trap from Little Mac. Though Incineroar counters the second one. Solid throw up into the air by Incineroar. Incineroar misses the third one there. Little Mac up from ledge, still gets hit by Incineroar there. However, still lands the KO punch. It's 1 stock for Tomahawk, 2 stocks for St. Croix now, although that might change very soon. Nice hits from Little Mac there. Incineroar doesn't quite make it back onto stage. That is a point for St. Croix, 1-1 now. This next match is going to be a pretty intense one. You know, it's already 1-1. The next match will determine whether or not St. Croix wins here. St. Croix already has 6 points, meaning the 4 points from this next match will get them the win. If Tomahawk can bring it back and win the next 3 sets, that means they win. So really, it's all determined by this next game here. It's still Incineroar for Tomahawk. St. Croix Central has changed to Dark Pit. Oh, dang it. Not again. Well, it looks like I'm not going to be able to watch this one. Hopefully we can get that fixed. It looks like I'm getting some insider information from the chat here. Apparently the stocks are tied 2-2. I could see from their other matches it looked pretty even, especially since they're already 1-1 in points. Alright, 2-1 with Hatchets winning, if I'm reading that correct. 1-1 now. Very close. And that is a win for Hatchets. So the game is still on. Hatchets gained 4 points for that match. And we are already on to the next match. It is Greninja for St. Croix and Lucario for Tomahawk. Greninja is a personal favorite character of mine. It's a Pokemon-only match. Pokemon against Pokemon. Lucario has the interesting trait of being able to deal more damage, the more damage that he himself takes. Both of these Pokemon also have projectiles to use, in addition to their primarily melee attacks here. A counter from Lucario there as opposed to Greninja. Try to sneak from Greninja there, knocks Lucario off the stage. Greninja shields the attack from Lucario, but still gets hit. Lucario now has a fully charged Aura Sphere there. Misses it. Greninja tries to go for the counter there, but doesn't land it on anything. Lucario has a fully charged Aura Sphere, now gets countered by Greninja. Lucario makes it back on with that. I believe that's the up special there from Lucario. Greninja tries to get back on with Shadow Sneak, doesn't land it on anything. Aura Sphere from Lucario again. Greninja cannot get it out of the way with Water Shuriken just yet. Lucario charging up Aura Sphere once again. Lucario gets a nice hit in there. There's Aura Sphere, gets shielded by Greninja. Lucario deals some nice damage there, and fully charged Aura Sphere takes the KO there. That is 3 stocks for Tomahawk, 2 stocks for St. Croix. Greninja dodges around Lucario's back to try and get some hits in. Misses counter there. Greninja goes in for a dash attack, tries to land that aerial, still gets the KO afterwards, however. 2 stocks to 2 stocks now. Greninja gets a nice aerial combo there. Lucario goes in for some hits of their own. Greninja makes it back in with an aerial there. Lucario shielding most of Greninja's attacks here. Both of them miss and attack. Greninja gets the grab and the throw. Lucario gets the next hit in. Lucario hits shield. Greninja gets a grab. Misses the follow-up attack there. Another grab combo from Greninja there. Lucario misses their next attack. However, makes it back onto stage, not without a bit of damage from Greninja, however. Lucario trying to keep spacing now. Lucario also, as you can... Nice counter from Greninja there. Lucario goes flying. Lucario also, as you can see here, does massive damage because of the percentage that he is at. That fully charged Aura Sphere he has will deal definite damage right there. Lucario up on platforms now. Looks like trying to bait into a counter there. Greninja grabs instead. And there is the KO on Lucario. One stock to one stock now. Lucario getting some hits in here. Greninja shields the next attack. Oof, lag. No! Not again! Alright, I'll see if I can get this fixed. That was a win for Tomahawk there. Hopefully we can get that lag worked out, I don't know. Same matchup as last time. It is Greninja for St. Croix and Lucario for Tomahawk. Greninja going in for an early combo there, dodging out of Lucario's attack into another grab. Lucario tries to counter, but Greninja gets around it with the grab. Same thing happens again there, although Lucario dodges out of the follow-up aerial. Greninja shields, goes for another grab combo there. Lucario doesn't quite make it back on. That is 3 stocks for St. Croix, 2 stocks for Tomahawk. There is the counter from Lucario there. Greninja tries to do a counter of their own, but doesn't quite land it. Aura Sphere from Lucario doing quite a bit of damage and pestering there. Greninja counters the next one, however. Tries to go for some aerials there, misses them. Greninja grabs Lucario after that dash attack, although Lucario still gets the KO on that. 2 stocks to 2 stocks now. Shoots it across the stage. Greninja counters Lucario's next attack, however. Both make it back on. Greninja gets punished for it, though. There is up smash from Greninja. Greninja dodges out of the downer from Lucario. Greninja getting some nice hits in on Lucario there. Lucario doesn't quite make it back onto stage. That is 2 stocks for St. Croix, 1 stock for Tomahawk. Greninja gets a nice grab down there. Lucario counters the next one. Greninja's shield. Lucario gets the grab now and dodges out of the way. Lucario tries to go for an attack. It gets shielded again. Greninja dodges out of that Aura Sphere, but still gets hit by Lucario. Lucario almost gets a punish down on that Shadow Sneak there. There it is. Greninja goes flying up, however manages to counter that Aura Sphere. Doesn't get any combo off of it, however. Lucario tries to go for something, misses it. Gets punished by Greninja. Lucario's off stage now, makes it back on, counters the punish that time. Greninja manages to counter that next Aura Sphere from Lucario. Greninja shields the next one, misses the grab, however. Trying to pester Lucario with that Water Shuriken there. Lucario goes for another Aura Sphere, misses it, still gets the KO on Greninja, however, 1 stock to 1 stock now. With St. Croix in a bit of a lead, Lucario over 100% and gets juked out by that Hydro Pump. That is a point for St. Croix, 1-1 now. Alright, our next match is up. It is still Greninja for St. Croix. However, Tomahawk has switched to Kirby. Greninja shields the first hit from Kirby. We're trying to go suck up that Water Shuriken, and it works. Kirby still gets the down air on Greninja there. Sucks him up, gets his neutral special. Kirby trying to go for some spacing with that Water Shuriken. However, Greninja counters it, doesn't get anything out of it though. Down air from Kirby. He's punished with a counter there. Greninja dodges out of the attack from Kirby. Tries to go for an aerial, although Kirby dodges out of it. Pestering with Water Shuriken from Greninja there. Still gets hit by that down air from Kirby, however, and by that Water Shuriken. Greninja on ledge now. Doesn't quite make it back up without that punish from Kirby. Greninja over 100% now. That Water Shuriken does quite a bit of damage. Greninja makes it back on, but still gets punished with that Water Shuriken from Kirby for the KO. That is 3 stocks for Tomahawk, 2 stocks for St. Croix. Kirby gets a few hits in there. Greninja shields the hammer into the grab, but misses the aerial follow-up there. Nice dash attack up smash from Greninja. Also manages to avoid the downer from Kirby. Kirby gets the Neutral special from Greninja back. Greninja can't quite get out of the way of that down air from Kirby. Shields that Water Shuriken from Kirby and gets a few aerials down. Kirby dodges out of Greninja's attack. Greninja shields the down special for a KO there. That is, nope, KO on Greninja again. 2 stocks for Tomahawk, 1 stock for St. Croix. I'd like to remind everyone that if St. Croix wins this match, they win the game. However, Tomahawk wins it, they can still bring it back. Kirby getting some nice heals from the Water Shurikens from Greninja. Greninja tries to go for a counter there, misses it. Greninja shields Kirby's hammer, gets a few hits in there on a combo. Greninja Shadow Sneaks into the down air from Kirby, shields Kirby's next attack, however. Kirby dodges out of that aerial from Greninja again. Greninja gets out of the way of that downer from Kirby. Greninja gets a nice combo there. Kirby up top, coming back down with that hammer, but gets pestered out of it by Greninja. Greninja tries to counter that hammer again, but misses it. Kirby over 100% now. Greninja tries to counter downer again, although it doesn't land it. Still gets some combos down. Kirby makes it back onto the stage, tries to go for an up special there, gets thrown up by Greninja. No! Well, I guess we'll have to see how this match ends afterwards. I feel like I have to stop saying these matches are important and then we'll stop lagging out of them. But, oh well, nothing much we can do about it. Looks like that match goes to St. Croix for the win. We will, however, still play the last match here for points. And because it's fun to play all of the matches, that's what we're here for, to play for fun. Winning's a very, 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 very nice bonus. Alright, it is Zelda for St. Croix Central and Pyramithra for Tomahawk. Pyramithra is fairly unique in that she's actually two characters at once. You can switch between either Pyra or Mithra. For simplicity's sake, I will be calling them together as Pithra because that's much easier than saying both of their names or trying to figure out which one it is right now. So they're trying to go for some spacing attacks there, although Pithra gets in nice and close. Misses that flame wheel counter on get up there. And tries to go for an attack there, misses. So trying to keep her spacing, get out of the way of Pithra's very annoying attacks. Pithra is known for long distance attacks that players aren't quite very good at spacing out, meaning Pithra is, for most people, very annoying to play against. Zelda gets around that flame wheel there and gets out of the way of Pithra's attack there. Both players trying to keep their spacing here. And there is the KO on Tomahawk. It is 3 stocks for St. Croix, 2 stocks for Tomahawk. Pithra gets out of the way of Zelda's suit of armor there. Almost punishes that attack on Pithra there, though Pithra gets the hit in. That is a teleport from Zelda there to get back up on stage. Both players land their attacks there, although Pithra gets punished for it. Pithra gets out of the way of that extended fireball attack there. Zelda still trying to space out Pithra there. It manages to hit them on that up special. Pithra goes flying off the stage. Makes it back on, however. Both trying to space out again here. Pithra gets the hit in. And the follow-up there. Zelda dodges out of the way with a teleport and gets the KO. It is 3 stocks for St. Croix, 1 stock. Tomahawk dodges out of the way. Tries to go for a ledge trap there, but misses it. Zelda teleports out of the way. Zelda trying to go for that range attack there. Pithra hits shield. Zelda gets the punish on it. Zelda trying to dodge out of the way of Pithra's attack there. Makes it. Punishes Pithra there. Pithra dodges out of the suit of armor. Still gets hit, however, but lands another attack on Zelda. Zelda gets up from ledge. Stays out of the way of that ledge trap there. They're almost goes off the edge, but manages to grab ledge and get that KO on Zelda. However, there is the final KO on Tomahawk. That is a point for St. Croix. Alright, so while we're waiting, I do have a few very terrible jokes, as I tend to have. So, alright, here we go. What do we want? Low-flying airplanes. When do we want them? New. See? It's funny. It really isn't, but I'll probably keep going. Never mind, our next match is starting. To the benefit of everyone just listening to my terrible jokes, it is still Zelda for St. Croix and Bayonetta for Tomahawk.
3, 2, 1, go!
Zelda already going in for some hits here with that suit of armor. Tries to go for some spacing out. Ugh, can't talk. Spacing out with that medical fire attack. Bayonetta gets some combos in there. Zelda manages to reflect it. Get a few hits in, but gets a little bit too greedy with the fire and gets hit by Bayonetta. There is the witch time from Bayonetta there. Zelda still gets a hit in, however. Bayonetta manages to perfect parry that last hit from Zelda. Zelda tries to go for a counter there and lands it the second time. Bayonetta's off stage now and gets hit by that suit of armor from Zelda for the KO. That is 3 stocks for St. Croix, 2 stocks for Tomahawk. With that little bit of an impasse there. Zelda gets back on with a teleport. Tries to go for that hit with the suit of armor again and lands it. Bayonetta tries to get back on but just gets punished by Zelda. Can't quite make it up to ledge. That is 3 stocks for St. Croix, 1 stock for Tomahawk there. Going in for some hits here. There's the witch time from Bayonetta. Doesn't quite land anything out of it, however. Suit of armor from Zelda once again. Bayonetta goes for a combo there, but only lands the first part of it. Suit of armor from Zelda once again lands that hit. Bayonetta is off stage, and that fire for the KO. That is another win for St. Croix. They end the match with 15 points to Tomahawk's 4. Despite a few technical difficulties, those matches were pretty good, pretty fun. I will hopefully, fingers crossed, if nothing goes wrong, be doing another match. Oh, exhibition match. Well, maybe, maybe not. Looks like we're gonna time that one out. Accidental press of the button. This was pretty good. As always, I am Kugo, your announcer. I tell bad jokes sometimes nothing works, but I should be here announcing whenever I can. Good match. I will see you next week. Thank you for coming.